Have you ever wondered why so many people die with their dreams buried inside them? It is not because they lacked talent, not because they lacked passion, but because they never understood this truth. Passion alone will not feed you. Passion must be transformed. It must be structured. It must be disciplined. Passion must graduate into profit if it is to sustain both your soul and your destiny. Listen carefully. Your passion is not random. It is not a mere interest. It is the fingerprint of God upon your life, pointing you to the very thing you were born to do. But here is the secret many never realize. The world does not pay you for what excites you. It pays you for the problems you solve. And until you see your passion as service, it will never open the gates of provision. Too many of you are emotionally tied to your passion. You want everyone to applaud it. You want every eye to recognize it. You want instant validation. But passion was never designed to be your master. If you are still attached to applause, your passion will break you. But if you detach, if you rise above the need to be liked, you will discover the strength to turn that passion into a weapon of impact and influence. Detachment is not indifference. It is confidence. It is the quiet knowing that what you carry is greater than opinion, greater than rejection, greater than delay. Do you know why so many with talent remain broke? Because they treat their gift like a pastime and not like a purpose. They wait for perfect conditions. They romanticize their passion, but they never structure it into value. Remember this, people do not pay for passion, they pay for value. When your passion begins to solve a need, to ease a burden, to heal a wound, to bring joy, to create transformation, that is when profit comes searching for you. But let me go deeper. You cannot monetize your passion if you are enslaved by money. The moment you make money the center, your passion loses its purity, and without purity, it loses its power. Detachment means you no longer chase profit. You chase purpose. You no longer beg for recognition. You master your craft. You no longer complain about who supports you. You remain consistent until the world cannot ignore you. And when you reach that state of detachment, the laws of life conspire to reward you. Clients will find you. Opportunities will chase you. Resources will align with you. Why? Because purpose always attracts provision. So hear me. Passion without structure is fantasy. Passion without detachment is bondage. But passion aligned with purpose, rooted in service, disciplined with consistency, and released from the chains of validation, that passion will not just inspire, it will sustain. It will not just excite, it will multiply. That passion will not just make you alive, it will build an empire that outlives you. Passion is not a hobby. It is a divine signal, a compass pointing to the work your soul was born to do. When you feel that fire in your chest, that unexplainable pull towards something, it is not just excitement, it is direction. Passion is a whisper from eternity, reminding you of who you are. Too many people confuse passion with entertainment, with something they do in their spare time to feel good. But true passion is deeper than that. It is the seed of your purpose, and it carries within it the blueprint of your destiny. Think of it. Every time you come alive, when you engage in that one thing, it is life telling you this is where you are meant to thrive. Passion was never given to you for decoration. It was placed in you as a compass so you would not get lost in the noise of the world. Others may chase opportunities, but passion ensures you chase alignment. Others may run after trends, but passion keeps you rooted in authenticity. But here is the revelation. Passion on its own will not carry you. A compass can point the direction, but it will not walk the journey for you. Passion shows you the way, but it is up to you to take the steps, to build the discipline, to structure your gift, to align it with service. Many ignore this divine signal because it feels risky, uncertain, or impractical. Yet, the truth remains, ignoring your passion is ignoring the voice of your own soul. And when you silence your soul, you create a life that looks full on the outside but feels empty within. Passion is the evidence that your life was designed for something greater than survival. It is not a suggestion, it is an assignment. Profit is the natural reward when passion is pursued with structure, discipline, and clarity. Passion by itself is powerful, but without order, it often burns out or remains hidden. The world does not pay for excitement alone. It pays for solutions, for consistency, for value that can be seen and experienced. A singer may have the most beautiful voice, but if she never records, never practices with commitment, never puts herself where her gift can serve others, her passion will never translate into profit. Discipline is the bridge here. It carries passion from the realm of dreams into the realm of reality. Discipline keeps you working when motivation fades, keeps you building when applause is absent, and keeps you moving when results seem invisible. Clarity also sharpens the edge of passion. Many love what they do, but they lack focus. You may love writing, but until you know who you are writing for and what purpose your words serve, your energy remains scattered. Scattered energy produces scattered results. Clarity narrows the path, so your gift speaks directly to those who need it most. When clarity meets discipline, passion gains form, and once it has form, it begins to create impact. Profit is never an accident. It is the evidence that passion has been organized into value. Those who chase profit without passion often burn out, and those who hold passion without discipline often remain stuck. But when passion is cultivated with structure, practiced with discipline, and guided by clarity, profit becomes not something you chase, but something that naturally follows. It becomes the fruit of your labor, the harvest of your persistence, and the proof that your passion has matured into purpose. The true value of your passion emerges when it solves a real problem or meets a real need in the lives of others. Passion without purpose is like a river without direction. It may sparkle, it may flow, it may look beautiful, but without a destination, it never becomes useful. You may feel alive when you pursue what you love, but unless what you love connects with the needs of others, it will remain locked within you. The world does not reward passion simply because it exists. It rewards passion when it transforms into service, when your passion becomes the answer to someone's struggle, when it eases a burden, when it fills a gap, when it restores hope, then it rises from being an interest to becoming a solution. That is the moment profit begins to flow, not because you demanded it, but because the laws of life respond to service. Imagine a man who loves baking. He could spend hours in the kitchen experimenting with flavors, decorating cakes, losing track of time because his passion fuels him. Yet if his cakes remain in his kitchen, if no one ever tastes them, if no one's celebrations are brightened by them, his passion, though genuine, remains isolated. Now imagine he begins to share his cakes with neighbors, with friends, with local events. People begin to smile, to celebrate, to feel joy through his work. His cakes are no longer just cakes. They are solutions to the problem of creating memories, celebrating milestones, and adding sweetness to life. In that moment, his passion has crossed the bridge into purpose. And because it meets a need, people are willing to pay not just for flour and sugar, but for the joy and meaning his work provides. Your passion was never designed to serve only you. If it was, it would lose its power. True passion finds its highest expression in service to others. The writer who journals for herself may find peace, but the writer who shares words that heal broken hearts, that inspire lost souls, that guide the confused, has transformed her passion into medicine for the world. The painter who fills his canvas in private may enjoy his art, but the painter whose work awakens hope, captures stories, and gives voice to silent emotions has made his passion a language others can live by. Passion matures only when it shifts from self-expression to contribution. Contribution is the soil where passion bears fruit. Monetizing your passion is not about forcing the world to accept what you love. It is about learning how to present it in a way that others can see its value. The gift you carry may be powerful, but if it is hidden in a form people cannot understand, it will remain overlooked. Presentation is not manipulation, it is translation. It is the art of taking what burns in your heart and shaping it so others can see how it benefits them. Too many people fail, not because their passion lacks depth, but because they do not know how to package it. The truth is, the way you deliver your gift often determines whether it is embraced or ignored. Think of a farmer who grows fruit. If he leaves it scattered in the soil, no one will eat it, no matter how sweet it is. But when he gathers it, washes it, arranges it in a basket, and presents it at the market, suddenly people see its worth and are willing to pay for it. Your passion is the fruit, but packaging is the basket. Without it, your brilliance remains hidden. This is why learning communication, branding, and delivery is just as important as talent. It is not enough to have a voice. You must learn how to make that voice resonate. The world does not always recognize raw potential, but it always responds to clarity. When your passion is organized, structured, and presented with excellence, it captures attention. Excellence speaks before you open your mouth. The way you show up, the way you prepare, the way you frame your work, these elements open doors that raw passion alone cannot. Passion is the fire, but presentation is the light that allows others to see it. Passion may ignite your journey, but discipline sustains it. Many people believe that loving what they do is enough to carry them through, yet passion without consistency fades into frustration. The truth is, emotion is not strong enough to build empires. Feelings shift, inspiration comes and goes, but discipline creates momentum that does not depend on how you feel in the moment. If you want to monetize what you love, you must train yourself to treat your passion like a responsibility, not a hobby. Discipline requires creating systems that keep you moving even when motivation is absent. It means setting goals, breaking them into actionable steps, and showing up whether the day feels heavy or light. A musician who waits only for inspiration will remain stagnant, but one who practices daily, studies their craft, and produces consistently will see growth that passion alone could never create. The marketplace rewards those who deliver value reliably, and discipline is the bridge that makes reliability possible. There will be days when doubt whispers louder than belief, when exhaustion clouds your vision, and when results seem invisible. In those moments, passion might not be enough to push you forward. But discipline, your decision to remain committed, will carry you where emotion cannot. Over time, this consistency compounds, building trust in your audience and confidence within yourself. Discipline turns your passion into a body of work, and that body of work becomes the evidence of your dedication. Passion may give you the dream, but discipline transforms the dream into a tangible reality the world can experience. The greatest shift happens when you stop working only for money and begin working for value. Money is simply the byproduct of the impact you create, but value is what people will always seek. Too often, people chase profit and in the process forget that profit is sustained only when others genuinely benefit from what you offer. If you focus on filling a need, solving a problem, or bringing transformation, profit will naturally flow as a response to the value you provide. Think about it. People do not buy music, coaching, art, or products merely because they exist. They invest because it adds meaning to their lives, because it solves a challenge, or because it awakens an experience they longed for. When your passion shifts from being about what you can gain to what you can give, you tap into an endless source of growth. This is why some businesses thrive for decades while others fade quickly. The ones that endure have built themselves around service, not greed. Your gift, no matter how small, has the potential to create value if you channel it toward others. A voice can bring healing, an idea can create opportunity, and a skill can save someone time or energy. When you lead with value, your passion becomes a blessing to more than just yourself. It becomes a stream that nourishes lives. The more lives you impact, the more resources naturally flow back to you. Profit, then, is not something you chase. It is something you attract as a result of being intentional about service, excellence, and contribution. This principle ensures that your passion is not just profitable, but deeply purposeful. One of the greatest secrets to turning passion into profit is learning how to treat your passion with the same seriousness you would treat any other business. Passion alone is like a spark, but without structure, discipline, and systems, that spark will never become a fire. Many people have extraordinary gifts, yet they remain hidden because they approach their passions casually, expecting the world to reward them without effort. But the truth is, passion must be refined, organized, and managed with excellence if it is to bring consistent reward. Think of an artist who paints with incredible talent but never markets, never learns pricing, never delivers work on time. That passion, no matter how beautiful, will not translate into profit. On the other hand, an artist who treats their gift like a business, building networks, setting standards, improving skills, and respecting deadlines, creates a foundation where passion and profit meet. Excellence is not about perfection. It is about consistency, discipline, and honor in the way you carry your craft. When you show up with seriousness, people begin to respect your work. They know you will deliver. They know you will honor your word, and they know that your passion is not just a fleeting hobby, but a true calling. This seriousness builds trust, and trust is what opens the doors to bigger opportunities. Treat your passion with business principles, set goals, track progress, and hold yourself accountable. Structure does not kill creativity. It channels it so that it becomes sustainable. It is through this discipline that your passion stops being something you simply enjoy and starts becoming something that builds wealth, impact, and legacy. The bridge between passion and profit is the willingness to invest in yourself. Too many people expect their passion to create results while they remain unwilling to pour into their own growth. If you want the world to take your gift seriously, you must first take yourself seriously enough to develop, refine, and expand your capacity. Every seed carries the potential for a harvest, but a seed placed in shallow soil, deprived of water and sunlight, will never reach its fullness. In the same way, passion without investment remains dormant. Investing in yourself is not only about money, it is also about time, discipline, and intentional growth. It may mean paying for a course, buying the right tools, seeking mentorship, or even sacrificing temporary comforts to position yourself for lasting impact. It also means investing time in practice, discipline, and study until your gift stands out in excellence. Many people cry out for opportunities, yet fail to prepare for the moment when opportunity finally arrives. When you invest in yourself, you are preparing your spirit, your mind, and your skill set to rise to the occasion. Every great innovator, leader, or creator is a product of hidden seasons of investment. They sowed long before they reaped. They studied when no one was watching, trained when no one was cheering, and sacrificed when others were indulging. That investment compounded over time and became the foundation of their profit. If you refuse to invest in yourself, you cap your potential. But when you invest consistently, your passion becomes sharper, your value increases, and the marketplace has no choice but to reward the excellence you have cultivated. When turning passion into profit, one of the most vital truths you must embrace is that the marketplace rewards solutions, not just enthusiasm. Passion is beautiful, but if it does not translate into solving a real problem, it remains a personal joy rather than a profitable venture. People are constantly searching for answers, relief, transformation, and ease in their lives. The moment your passion begins to address those needs, it transitions from being a hobby into a valuable service or product that people are willing to exchange money for. Too often, people confuse what excites them with what sustains them. You may love to sing, paint, write, or design, but if your work does not connect to the needs of others, it will struggle to find financial expression. The secret is to discover where your passion intersects with the pain points of the world. If you love fitness, the profit is not simply in lifting weights for yourself. It is in helping others transform their health. If you love storytelling, the value is not only in the joy of writing, it is in creating messages that move people, educate them, or inspire action. Passion alone draws attention, but solutions create impact, and impact produces profit. This shift requires humility, because it is not about you, it is about service. Your passion becomes profitable the moment it ceases to be self-centered and begins to become others-focused. The greater the problem you solve, the higher the value you carry. And the higher your value, the more the world will willingly reward you. Passion that serves is the passion that prospers. True profit is never measured only by numbers in a bank account, but by the alignment of your work with your deeper purpose. When you pursue profit without connection to meaning, no amount will satisfy you. There will always be an emptiness, a gnawing hunger for something more. But when your profit flows from passion that is anchored in purpose, every step feels fulfilling, and even the struggles feel worthwhile. This is the difference between chasing money and attracting abundance. One leaves you weary and restless, the other makes you whole and grounded. When you align your passion with a greater vision, you realize that your gift is not just for you, but for the healing, uplifting, and transformation of others. Your profit then becomes a reflection of the lives you have touched, not just the deals you have closed. You begin to see money as energy, as a tool that multiplies the reach of your purpose rather than as a goal in itself. The pursuit of wealth detached from purpose creates shallow victories, but wealth that emerges from aligned passion creates lasting impact. It is in this alignment that true freedom is born. You're no longer enslaved to trends or external validation. You do not sell your soul for temporary gains. Instead, your work becomes sacred, your profit becomes pure, and your life becomes a testimony of what it means to live fully alive. This is the balance the world desperately needs. Men and women who rise not just for success, but for significance, who understand that real wealth is when what you love sustains you while serving others. At the end of it all, the question is not whether you can make money from your passion. It is whether you will have the courage to live a life where your passion, your purpose, and your profit all align. The world is filled with people who chased wealth and lost themselves, but true greatness belongs to those who chose to honor their gifts, to refine them, to serve with them, and to allow them to prosper. Never forget, money is a tool, not the destination. Your real reward is to look back one day and know that you did not betray your calling for comfort, that you did not silence your gift for fear, and that you did not bury your passion because others could not see its value. The strongest message you must carry is this: when you dare to monetize what you love with integrity, you do more than create income. You create impact, you leave legacy, and you step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Your passion is not a coincidence. It is your compass. Follow it, honor it, and let it lead you into the abundance that was waiting for you all along.